Hey y'all, it's a big night. I mean, three videos. Well, one's two parts, but this is one that I really wanted to do separately because it's something I see a ton on my account and knows it goes on everywhere, but just in life in general. But cards is a good vehicle for this one. This is about just kind of my thoughts and philosophy on giving and begging and receiving and kind of the journey of stuff like this. A lot of times, every day almost, I'll have somebody say, "Hey man, will you give me this? Will you give me that Willie Cauley Stein?" And that's fine. I expect some of that for sure. Um, and it does make I do find it interesting because that's that part of my mind's never worked that way. I can't imagine going into a card shop and just saying, "Hey man, you got a lot of stuff. Will you give me that?" I don't necessarily get that, but I've done giveaways and things like that, and there are a lot of younger folks on here, so this is kind of for the younger folks. The type of message that I'll get will be um, a picture of the person and it'll say, "I love my family, my girlfriend, puppies, and that 11 of 25 Bryce Harper auto. Wow, I really like that." That is almost worse to me because it's this kind of not as subtle as you think begging, saying, "Look, I'm such a good person. I should have you give this to me since you've given other things away." And then of course I'll say a lot of times, especially with those, like, "Look, no, I, you know, sorry, man. I wish you luck. Here's a place to go find that card. Best of luck to you." And then you get back to, or, "But it's my birthday," or, "I'm graduating this year," or things like that. And to me, that is as much a detriment to the person asking as it is a pain in the butt and kind of shisty, shady to receive those messages. And I know I'm not the only one to say it. And I'm not saying I'm by any means again, I've said this before, I'm not any purveyor of wisdom. This is just my thoughts. I've made if you want to look at me and find faults and say, "Well, you've done this, buddy, you'll have a field day. You'll find plenty. And we got more faults than cards in this house." Um, but the thing is the best part of giving isn't in that they get the thing. It's the act. It's and the joy on their face, the unexpectedness. And I like to give in my own way that way. Sometimes, yeah, we'll do a raffle or hit a certain number of followers and say, "Hey, we're just going to random this off." But the most fun I have giving by far is when somebody's not expecting it and say, "Hey, yeah, let me give this to you. You collect so and so. I got a bunch. Give me your address." And it's like, What do you need for it?" "Nothing, nothing. I just want to do it." People did that to me. So much of this stuff was that way for me. And if you beg and then somebody gives it to you, then you got the stuff, but you kind of lose that moment. You can't say, "Man, thank you. What a cool thing. I want to do that for somebody someday." You just groveled and got your thing. On that same note, if I give somebody something, I don't want to hold it hostage either. Like if I give somebody a card and they want to go sell it, then hey, that's my gift to you. You can do whatever you wish with that thing. Now, on that same note, if I give you a bunch of stuff and you could come and said, "Hey, I really need this. I love this player, da da da," and then 2 days later it's up for sale, then you know, okay, definitely don't hold a hostage. That's up to you, but don't expect a lot more because I don't really know. Again, it's a detriment to the act to a degree, but you don't know the circumstances and all that. So the point is if you say, "This is my favorite player, I really would love this," and you receive that, then again it kind of goes back to loving the deal or the act and not so much the dealing. Don't be afraid to just hold on to it um, a little bit, or look into it for sentimental value, not for me or for the person that gave it to you, but for you. So it doesn't just become stuff. Because in the end, this is just a journey of stuff. You know, I remember a long time ago when I first started posting things, people were like, "What happened if your house burned down?" Well, I think they were expecting I'd say I'd be just devastated, and I wouldn't. It doesn't mean that I want it to. It doesn't mean that I don't love this. Clearly, I do. I built a room for it, a couple of rooms for it. But the value in this isn't the money, and it isn't what I could get for it if I sold it again. It's the memory behind all of these. I can tell you who gave me these cards, and meeting the Nelson family, meeting Card Collector 2, and my dad gave me this one, and the '86 Fleer set is awesome, and I want it because I remember watching these players, and I'd like to be able to pass that down to a son one day and tell him the stories like, yeah, you've heard of Jordan, but this Detlef Schrempf card, let me tell you about Detlef Schrempf and the Seattle Supersonics that don't exist anymore. And these are all vehicles to great memories and different things. Watching I collect Anthony Davis because I went and watched him play so much. That was the joy in the card is this. And yes, I think it's cool. It looks great and shiny and all that. But if something happened and it was gone, then it doesn't touch my memories of Tayshaun Prince and Anthony Davis and Antoine Walker and all that stuff. And that's why on some of the cards that may be worth a lot and say, man, you've given away thousands of dollars. Yeah, but I didn't have a sentimental attachment. And now I do, even though I don't have the card anymore. The attachment is that seeing that reaction or getting that letter or something like that. And that's why I say y'all don't have to send me anything. I mean, I love it. And if you send it and truly you're sending something because you want to see it and hear, and that's the attachment for you, then I will keep it forever. If you're sending it because you're expecting something in return, then that's not really giving. And I've said this before too, that's a forced trade in which one party doesn't know it's a trade. Because then somebody will send something and they'll get pissed they didn't send something back. But they send it saying, hey man, I just got this for you. But now they're mad because they didn't get something back. Well, I didn't know. I just thought it was a gift and I'm keeping it and I love it. And again, I'm just using me as an example, but this happens to everybody and not just in cards. So you either just give to give, and especially now in this season, Thanksgiving and all these different things, I am thankful for this. I am thankful for y'all and the stuff that has been sent. But if you want to send something, just give it. And like I said before, send it to Cross North. Send a couple bucks to kids that need it. I need nothing. I need nothing. But whoever you give to, and that's why I say pick out a follower that loves a player, and you got a great card of them, and you can give it to them and make their month. I bet that's a lot better than having that card sitting in your room. And again, I've got a lot. It's definitely easy to give when you got a lot, but it's easier to give if you make it a habit and a practice. And then the cards mean more every time you get them. When you pull them and somebody else that would love that card, or you having a memory with that game, that player, that different thing that you can give it to your child someday, something like that. But that's just something that I see a lot and wanted to make a little separate video to comment on, because beggars are not going to get anything. I've got too many people to give to that don't ask, and really that's my choice. The giver gets to choose how they want to do it, and I enjoy having that autonomy. So and again, if you think you're being subtle sometimes, you're really not. So just enjoy a conversation. If you get something, great. If not, it's going to be okay. Pick your own follower. Pick a kid. Pick a parent. I give stuff to my dad. His favorite player is Pat Riley. Oh my gosh. Anybody that you can just say, this is a cool card and it's worth money. but it's going to be worth way more to you. And then now that car means more by giving it away than just keeping it in the drawer. So um, that's just thoughts. Just thoughts. I'm not an expert. I've taken plenty. I've received plenty. All of this, but just some thoughts. And we'll do a giveaway here soon for 5,000 followers and things like that. And my buddy Rob's got to get on the ball for this charity auction we're gonna do. I know I've mentioned like 3 videos in a row, but I'm ready. I'm ready. So happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see y'all soon. A lot of videos tonight.